Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. This is about the girl of God. There was a woman that was a doctor, and she had went to help people in a third world country. She came across a family, and their daughter needed to be treated. They were hungry and poor, and they just didn't have a lot of hope. This doctor wouldn't agree to help them financially, but she said she could take their daughter and care for her. You see, she always wanted a child of her own, but she'd never been married and never had a child. So she tells another doctor of her plans to keep this girl. And he tells her, "You can't do that." So that doctor mysteriously comes up dead. And she takes this baby and goes back to the United States. Not baby, she was a little girl. And she goes back to the United States with her and raises her. But with her career, she was so busy that she couldn't do everything, with the child. Uh, she wanted to go to church, and she really wanted to be involved in the community, uh, feed the homeless, help them get clothes because of where she had came from. So her and her mother were supposed to go to church, and she mentioned it to her mother, and she said, "Oh, I know, honey, I know, I'm sorry. We're not going to be able to go to church because something came up." And she says, "Well, Mommy, uh, you've been telling me for weeks that you were going to take me to church, and you haven't taken me to church." She said, "I know, I'm sorry, but I've got to do this and I've got to do that." And she said, "Well, what about God?" She said, "What about God?" And the little girl breaks down and cries. And the mother, her new mother, she hugs her and she says, "I promise I'm going to take you to church." Well, the driver has been hearing these conversations, and he starts giving the girl literature and different things about Christ and the church and different spiritual gifts, uh, religious gifts. And one day the mother catches him doing this, and she says, "Oh, what is this?" He said, "Oh, I just got her a gift. I hope it's okay." And she said, "Yeah." She said to her daughter, "I thought you were a communist." And so she had really not even got to know this girl and her beliefs and how she felt. So one day the girl gets ill, and the driver takes her to the hospital, and they contact the mother. She rushes to the hospital, and she just wants to do anything she can to save this girl. And they said she had an autoimmune disease that was irreversible. So all this time that the daughter had been wanting to go to church, now suddenly that the mother has nowhere to turn, she wants to turn to the church. She wants this minister to come to the church. She says, I want John Zachary here, and I want him here now. So the minister comes to the church, and he prays and prays and prays over this little girl. And her mother says, can you save her? Can you save her? And he said, ma'am, we just have to have faith. He said, I prayed for her and I prayed for her. He said, we just need to pray and have faith. And he said, and, let God's will be done. She's like, no, you don't understand. I can't lose her. But the little girl ends up passing away. And after she passes away, her mother gets this strong faith and belief in God. She felt that she was wrong for denying her daughter this relationship with Christ. And so she changed her life. And she confessed to the minister that she had done everything to get this girl. And she said, I even killed a man, because she killed that doctor that told her she was wrong from trying to take this girl out of the country, and that she couldn't do that. So she just totally changed her life and accepted Christ. And so I hope that you enjoyed this story. Take care. Stay blessed.